Every generation asks the same question: is another financial crisis coming? People asked it in 2006. They asked it in 1999. They asked it in 1928. And every time the answer felt uncertain. Until suddenly, it was obvious. This video is not about predicting dates or calling crashes. It is about understanding why crises happen repeatedly and why asking if one is coming is often the wrong question. If crises were easy to predict, they would never ever happen. Markets do not collapse when fear is high. They collapse when confidence is strongest. Right before every crisis, you hear the same phrases. This time is different. The system is more resilient now. We have better tools. These statements are always true and always irrelevant. Crises do not come from ignorance. They come from overconfidence. They arrive when risk feels controlled, not when it feels dangerous. Crises are not caused by single events. They are caused by imbalances building quietly over time. Almost every crisis shares the same ingredients: excessive debt, cheap money, asset prices detached from income, widespread belief that risks are understood. The trigger is never the cause. It is only the spark. The cause is what built up long before anyone was paying attention. When leverage becomes normal, stability becomes fragile. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Financial systems fail at their moment of maximum confidence. Why? Because safety encourages risk-taking. When interest rates are low, people borrow more. When markets rise, caution disappears. When bailouts exist, discipline fades. Each layer of protection encourages the next layer of risk. Eventually, the system becomes strong on the surface and hollow underneath. That is when small shocks become catastrophic. Today, many people argue that the system is safer. Banks are better capitalized. Regulations are tighter. Technology is faster. All of that may be true, but something else has grown faster: debt. Global debt levels are higher than ever. Governments rely on low interest rates. Markets assume intervention is guaranteed. This does not mean a crisis is imminent. It means the margin for error is smaller. The more complex a system becomes, the more sensitive it is to disruption. The next crisis will not look like the last one. It may not start in banks. It may not start in housing. It may not start in equities. Modern crises spread through liquidity freezes, currency stress, sovereign debt, pressure, loss of confidence in policy. Crises today move faster, not louder. By the time headlines catch up, the damage is already done. The real question is not, is another crisis coming? The real question is, how exposed am I if it does? Crises are not rare events. They are recurring features of financial systems. You cannot stop cycles. You can only decide how vulnerable you are to them. Preparation is not pessimism. It is realism. Another financial crisis will come, not because the system is evil, not because people are foolish, but because incentives never change. The greatest danger is not fear, it is certainty. History does not repeat exactly, but it always rhymes, and those who understand the pattern are rarely surprised.